Hey there everyone, it's been a hot minute since I've posted a video on YouTube of anything to do with my Triton. I still have it, still going strong. Definitely need to service, it's been a little while. I've been very busy in the past 18 months, almost 2 years with moving house and building a house and all that sort of stuff. Having a little kid who's getting huge. Hey Cooper, you want to say hi?
Hi.
So as you can imagine, that's definitely been a bit of a distraction to the old YouTube thing. You want to say hi again? All right.
Hi.
But yeah, I'm putting some seat covers in finally. You want to say hi one more time? One more time. I'm putting some seat covers in finally. So I've gone for some RAZORBACK 4x4 canvas seat covers. I've splurged a little bit. But yeah, I'll take some video of me putting them on and struggling to put them on, and what it looks like when they're both in for the front driver and passenger. So here's the passenger seat kit. So it's got to the right there, that's the back. This is the seat part, like the bottom of the seat, and the little headrest piece too. And the back side. So on the actual back here, there's a little, what they call a mat pocket, but probably won't ever have that. The bottom side of the base of the seat with the Velcro straps, and then the back of the headrest there with Velcro. So welcome to several parts of this video where my audio was not recording, just based on how I had it plugged into my car. I was trying to use the old microphone in the car through CarPlay. But yeah, it's just describing the seat here, the base of this seat. In the tag it tells you what side of the car it goes on. So this is passenger front. Yeah, just laying it out. That's the bottom side of the seat cover. The Velcro straps that run underneath the seat. And they're already being tested.
Dad, look at the...
Not yet. So I've taken it off and come back for another go, just to try to pull it in a bit tighter, make it fit a bit nicer. I'm still just understanding the shape of it and the material, and it doesn't stretch per se, so you got to pull it against the seat itself. And just lining up those Velcros that go under the seat. Wanted to make sure they didn't hit anything under there. It's obviously the wiring for what I assume is the seat sensors. The ones that love going off when you've got a bag of shopping sitting on the front seat. Just getting those Velcros through. It's a bit easier when you put the seat forward because the gap at the back opens up a bit, which is nice, and then just pulling it in, making it as tight as possible. And yeah, everyone knows what this feeling is when you're trying to find a way to get your arm in or your hand in, get your head in to see what you're looking at. The amount of dirt and Macca's chips and stuff sitting under there, wow. So I've done up the Velcros on for the seat base, and it's under here. You can't even really see. Oh yeah, it's in there. Basically, if you understand the concept of Velcro, you can't go wrong. It's just a bit thicker, that's all, and a bit harder with a car seat in the back.
Look, money duck.
You got some money?
Look, money duck.
Money duck.
Look, that duck.
Okay, cool.
Money.
talking to someone on the radio? Yeah, cool. So now we need the back and the headrest. To get this on, you need to take this off. That's pretty obvious.
Oh,
Yeah, take it off and we can put it up here, but not for you to play with. On the back side, we've got a big zip. And then basically, feed it over the seat. Now these do have an airbag compatible. You gonna touch it?
wow.
Wow.
Look.
What letter is that? R, N, B.
B.
What does it say? It stands for Razorback.
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 Yeah.
Excellent. Everyone watching this video is going to go, oh, excellent. Now I know what they are because the little kid said it's Razorback. These big Velcros we feed underneath through that same gap. Probably easier if we angle the seat forward again. Hard with a 2.5-year-old sitting on it, but we'll feed that through as best we can. So here I'm putting in the headrest just so it makes it a bit easier to keep the seat cover in the right orientation as I go to pull it down and tighten it all up. And yeah, from the back here is just trying to pull it through as much as I can, make it look as tidy as I can. It's a little bit fiddly just with the back side of those seats. There's like the carpet that sort of curves under the back of the seat and then has the elastics on it. So just sort of pulling that out a bit to get my hands in to pull the Velcros through. It wasn't too hard, it's just one of those, you know, an extra hand would be really, really nice. Yeah, the moment of being able to do the zip up. The zip was pretty easy most of the way. The very bottom was a bit stiff, but I think once it gets a bit of stretch in it and it gets a bit worn in, it might make it easier. You know, I don't plan on taking them off unless I'm going to do a deep clean in my car or something like that. And then now was just focusing on getting all the straps in, all the Velcro done up as much as possible, pull as tight as I can. And yeah, coming around the front and just trying to make it tight, make it look nice. You know, it's canvas, so it's, you know, a bit wrinkly in places, but try to make it look as tight as possible. And now here comes the part for the headrest. Yeah, those holes, little slots in the top of the seat cover, you know, a little bit fiddly to get your finger in there. You could pull them around those plastic, I guess, the bases or the holes. They have a little hard plastic bit there. Here, just opening up the face of this, looks like the Predator face with all flaps and bits everywhere. That's the front, the other side is the back, and the front and the back of the headrest. And it's just like putting a pillow cover on, pillow case. And stabbed myself in the guts when I pulled that on. That was fun. Yeah, just worked it around, made sure it was sort of lined up and symmetrical on both sides as best I could. This headrest was slightly bigger than the one on the driver's side. I don't think that's done by intention. I think that's just a slight manufacturing difference. So this one was a bit easier to put on because it was slightly larger. And just doing up some Velcros. There's lots of Velcros on this, and yeah, this one closed up quite nicely. Obviously, it's not going to get as much wear as the base and the back of the seat, so it doesn't really matter that it's much more tightly put on or anything, but it just hides the Velcro. It looks a little bit more aesthetic. And I just had a bit of drama putting the headrest back in. I think is an issue with the actual slots that it goes into. So just a little bit of an edit there because I was having a bit of difficulty clicking this one back in. I'm not sure if I got a bit of an issue in that mechanism there or not. But yeah, the seat covers sit on all right. Looks a bit like a body wrapped up in a blanket. Yeah, really like them. It's got a really nice feel, obviously canvas. The logo is really nice. And then, yeah, already got some kid footprints. And then the driver's side, which I'd already put in earlier. Excuse the stuff in the back now. We're taking a trip over to my folks' place to get some stuff done and returning some camping gear and stuff from a weekend we just had away. Yeah, they look really nice. I'll show you the back real quick. There's nothing on the front really for you to see. Come around the back here. So there's a mat pocket. Probably just end up having chips in it. The back of this one's quite good. The other side's not quite this closed. It seems like the other side's a bit smaller. Maybe just a manufacturing difference, that's all. And then underneath, I'll tidy this up when I'm not trying to do it on camera, but basically this is the big strap from this piece that goes through, and then underneath this is a little tag bit from the strap for the base of the seat, and then same on that side. This one's a bit saggy down here. I don't like how that looks, but for the sake of putting them on for you guys to have a watch, I think it did all right. I'll just go around to the driver's side. You can have a quick look. And yeah, the drivers, so yeah, look almost identical. The difference being, obviously here we've got an airbag, and it's even got the little tag there if you can see that. Oh my God, this is airbag, so it's like an airbag friendly seam. And I'm not going to show you underneath the driver's seat because of all the rubbish and stuff under there, but there's just some wires and stuff for the seat sensor and whatever that you just want to make sure you don't hit with the Velcros and don't put any pressure on them. Yeah. And here's a couple of stills for you from both sides. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.